Hello and welcome to AstroChiron on YouTube. This is the video companion for AstroChiron.com, the one-stop shop for all things astrology, especially from a black and queer lens. The moon is the most private luminary, so instead of features and actions, I'll be using the things these celebrities say about themselves to best illustrate how they feel inside. The moon is in its final domicile in Capricorn, as here she is in her detriment. Scorpio found the moon unable to process her emotions due to all the turmoil, while Taurus found her at her most stable and comfortable. So opposing a Cancer moon, where the moon is able to sit in her emotional state without judgment in the safety of her own home, Capricorn moon finds no time for emotion. It's there certainly, but the wherewithal to process it isn't. For this reason, these natives tend to express a need to reach out for emotional depth. They're not ones to volunteer their inner feelings, but that doesn't mean they're not introspective. Thaisa, whose name I just had to look up the pronunciation of, once said, "When I was younger, I didn't have any aspirations to be an actress. A door was open for me. My older sister directed her first film and put me in it. I was intrigued by it, I enjoyed it, I liked trying to understand other people's emotions." First, we have to note that Capricorn placements tend to take on responsibility at young ages, but the main point is in the latter part of the quote. While Capricorn moon natives aren't as emotive as their opposites with Cancer moons, that does not mean they aren't emotional people. Instead, they tend to turn outward, trying to understand the emotional states of others. This makes them very pragmatic in their relationships. Perhaps it is this pragmatism that allows Capricornian moons to establish control over their surroundings, making them extremely concerned with setting boundaries. Tyrese, as concerned as I am about his grasp on reality, once said something quite profound. "You are the master of your environment. You've got your own head, your own mind. So once you figure out what you want for yourself, you have to create the proper environment to make sure you can live out all the things you want." Wouldn't you know, a broken clock is right twice a day. This and the previous observation about their emotional state makes for a very stoic individual, one who may truly always seem in control of not only themselves, but also all their interactions. I know I'm making them sound really boring, but stick around after the break and we'll get to the good stuff. This video is brought to you by me. I am the astrologer behind AstroChiron.com, the one-stop shop for astrological readings, articles, horoscopes, and art. The first 20 subscribers to this channel will gain access to all 20 plus written and live readings for a 40% off discount. I have a free ask feature that you can use for quick questions that I will respond to via blog post. Readings range from $25 to $200, whether you want 3 questions answered in detail all the way to a thorough hour-long or more reading from me personally via phone or video chat, discussing your entire natal chart, the aspects within it, and each planet's placement. Again, that's astrochiron.com, ASTRO-CHIRON.com. On a brighter note, being ruled by Saturn makes this moon placement rather industrious and even ambitious. Snooki once said, "I'm trying to build an empire because after this, I cannot get a normal job." This shows Nicole's need to make her stroke of luck presented by getting cast on Jersey Shore work for her. This ambition is usually inherited though, as these natives are likely to follow in the footsteps of their family. Thaisa got her start in acting through her sister Vera, as we mentioned earlier. Vera is best known for her role in the Conjuring movies, playing Lorraine Warren. Also in Hollywood, we have the Roberts. Emma is the daughter of Eric Roberts, who is the brother of Julia Roberts, both very famous actors. Finally, we have JoJo's mom, the dance instructor, and Rocky Johnson, the wrestling father of Dwayne. This merging of family and career, the private and the public, may explain why Capricorn moon natives are always working. JoJo once said to US Magazine, "I carry my camera with me everywhere. I'm a vlogger." And she was only 15 when she said this, by the way. These folks always carry their work with them, and that's not just their career work, but their life's work as well. They're very aware of their responsibilities and will sacrifice a lot to fulfill them. This sacrifice even extends to their childhood, as they tend to work at a young age. Rupert was cast in 1999 as Ron Weasley in the film adaptation of the first Harry Potter novel when he was 10 or 11. Then we have Emma, who began acting around the same age. And anyone of a certain age remembers Tyrese singing on that bus for Pepsi when he was only 14. And finally, we have JoJo, who became famous on Dance Moms at only 8 years old. Capricorn moon natives tend to have it hard, or at least harder than most around them. They're hard on themselves more than anything though. Here the moon expresses her emotion in hard work, and her need for comfort is tied to their ambition. Saturn gets another turn with the moon as she enters Aquarius in the next video. Instead of melancholy, we get aloofness. Instead of ambition, we find a need for progression. All this and more is coming next Thursday. If you like this take on having a Capricorn moon, please like this video and explore the channel. Your sun and ascendant signs are already posted, so go check those out. And maybe like the channel if those turn out to be just as good as this one. Thank you all for watching, and as always, much love.